Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to address you today at the 2025 Nutrition for Growth Summit in Paris. We are convening today at a pivotal moment in history. Against the backdrop of shrinking overseas development assistance and shifting political winds, our world is at a crossroads. The earth is quickly warming, threatening our health, what we grow, and how we live. Gender gaps are also widening, undermining the rights of women and girls and our collective prosperity. And malnutrition rages, causing shocking numbers of deaths and sapping the potential of billions of people. At this moment in history, it is essential that we align around the foundational building blocks upon which we can build a stronger world. The right to adequate food is one of these foundational building blocks. It is both a maker and a marker of development and a fundamental human right that is a bedrock of just and stable societies. And it is clear that good nutrition for women and girls is a key driver for both climate and gender justice, and that a climate and gender just world is a well-nourished world. Today, 2 in 3 women of reproductive age are deficient in at least one essential micronutrient. Despite the critical role that women play in food systems and agriculture, they face barriers in accessing finance, productive resources, and equal land rights to produce and afford nutritious food. When coupled with the burden of caregiving, including responsibilities of food education and preparation, girls and women often have little time to develop the financial independence to sufficiently feed themselves. The consequences are intergenerational. Children born to mothers with a poor nutrition are more likely to be malnourished as well. Climate change compounds this crisis. Heat stress threatens healthy pregnancies, and extreme weather like droughts and unpredictable rainfall can put women at greater economic risk. This is particularly true for smallholder farmers and indigenous women who are on the front lines of food production for their communities and are also guardians of our diverse and healthy food ecosystems. Despite their crucial role in food security, they receive less than 1% of global climate finance. This is deeply unjust. Now more than ever, supporting and fortifying the resilience of these women is fundamental to breaking the cycle of malnutrition. It is encouraging to see increased country leadership enabled by initiatives like the Scaling Up Nutrition movement and other global development partners gathered at the Nutrition for Growth Summit. Yet, despite current efforts, the world is sliding backward in tackling malnutrition. To get back on track, we must deploy every tool at our disposal. We must accelerate our efforts to address malnutrition, which are essential to adaptation and mitigation efforts in the fight against climate change. I call upon world leaders to increase investment in nutrition-smart agricultural research through global networks like CGIAR. More funding for smallholder farmers, including agricultural adaptation efforts, would ensure climate-resilient crops reach the field, helping farmers adapt to extreme weather events. And elevating indigenous knowledge through increased investments in pastoralists and indigenous leaders will help promote sustainable and climate-resilient food systems that protect biodiversity and benefit us all. Dear guests, 30 years ago, the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action was established, and the first convening of the UNFCCC Conference of the Parties took place, laying the foundation for a growing understanding of the essential links between gender, climate, and nutrition justice. Now, 30 years later, and with only 5 years to go until 2030, it is time for bold, coordinated action to fulfill these essential human rights. It is clear that a world with well-nourished women and girls is a more resilient world, a more equal world, and a stronger world for everyone. Let us build that world together. Thank you.